Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a deep dive singles reading. Today, we're going to be asking Spirit for what's next in love, who's coming into your life. We've got some charms today. We are going to be using some clarifiers, some mini cards. I've got some time elements cards, and I've got some initials. So we're going to get some clues. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, stay with me. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And welcome back to all my Aries. Let's get to it. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium and professional intuitive life and love coach. I love my YouTube channel. I'm so grateful for you guys always. I have a lot of fun with these channeled messages, and I'm so grateful to deliver these to you. Please claim them, comment below, put them out into the universe, manifest with me now. All of those things are important. So let's see what Spirit has for my Aries, and let's see what they want me to know about you today. What is coming from my Aries Spirit guides? Can you please share with me? I am listening for you now. I have tease. The energy of fun and lighthearted is lighthearted, but uncertain. Okay. So is somebody teasing you? Is somebody flirting with you? Are they playing mind games with you? A little bit of that could be going on. We want to know where it's headed. I have a holiday, a joy, a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Maybe I'm going to meet this person while I'm away, or we're planning a weekend away or a night away. Could even be fun like that. I'm going to see them on my day off. I don't know. We're going to find out. I have a rendezvous, a private getaway for two. Yeah, I have a feeling like I don't want to say it's secret because that makes me feel like it's an affair. I don't think it's an affair, but it could be. Initially, we are on the low key. We just keep things quiet. We're not really ready to be public or telling family or friends, or if we have other like children in our lives. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of a secrecy feeling. Like bottom of the deck, they're saying soulmate energy. This could be a soulmate energy. We're gonna keep that card over here only because I do feel like that is significant. Maybe there's an immediate connection here, but part of me feels like there's a little bit of secrecy. So I want to see where I'm going with that for a second. You know, sometimes when you meet somebody, you don't want the whole world to know. Like, you're not going to tell your mother you're dating somebody until it's real, right? So it's that kind of a feeling. Like, let's just see where this goes. So the Spirit just said it's almost like you don't want to jinx it, you know, like it's going good. I'm excited about this, but if I start to talk about it to other people, I feel like I'm going to jinx it, you know. So there could be a little bit of something like that going on also. Let's see what the cards are saying. I have an Emperor, the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and I have a 10 of Wands. Well, I'm going to say, first of all, you've met your match. All right. I've got this beautiful energy, this King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay. And I just feel like the feelings are mutual, and they are saying we have nothing to hide. So I do want to get over that hurdle. This person isn't hiding from anyone. They're not holding back on anybody. They're not keeping secrets from anybody. It's just like we want to live in our own little world for a little while, see where this goes before we announce it to the world. Okay. But I feel like emotionally, we definitely are on the same page. This is somebody who they are saying that it is a commitment. It will be a commitment. If it hasn't come into your life, they're going to be deeply committed to this connection, and they're very true to their feelings. All right. So it's a little bit of a, have a tendency to wear my heart on my sleeve feeling. And I'm willing to put in the hard work. I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm not afraid of putting in the effort into a relationship. And then they're a very powerful individual in some way. Okay. Whether it's just their personality is powerful. They may be successful in other areas of their life. But I don't feel like they enter into a relationship without giving it a lot of thought and effort. Okay. I don't think they're just with anybody, is how I feel. So if they are entering into a relationship with you, and even if it is a little bit of a, let's just keep this with between us for now until we know that it's real, then I think that they're just kind of playing it wisely, not to hide anything, if that makes sense to you. All right. So sometimes we just want to keep it, on the QT, right? Is that what it is? The QT. Worthiness. Look at you, the reflection, looking at your reflection. You are worthy. You absolutely are, as an Aries, right? You're very strong. You're very independent. You know that you're worthy. You're worthy of somebody loving you unconditionally. You're worthy of being loved. So this person's coming into your life, and it's very playful. It's very fun in the beginning. And I almost don't want to jinx it by saying anything out loud. A distorted masculine. I have a strong emperor here. A little bit of they want to take control. Maybe they are in control of the timeline of when we see each other, or how often we see each other, or their priorities come first around us being together. So there could be a little bit of a push and pull there with that masculine energy, just trying to take over. And Spirit is just reminding me of boundaries and flexibility, even that, they have to be more flexible, if there's two people in this relationship. So there could be a little bit of I don't even know if I want to say conflict, as much as they have the impression that their life, their timeline, their job, their schedule is more important than you or your timeline, your schedule, your work. And until they kind of realize that you guys need to be in sync. Okay. There's got to be something going on with that. They do want to date you. This is a dating relationship. This is we've got to get to know each other. I want to spend some time with you. So somebody's going to be reaching out to you. I mean, this is kind of like a Romeo and Juliet feeling, right? They show up with flowers. They literally want to. This isn't, just somebody who comes in your life as a hookup. I mean, this is somebody who comes in your life that, makes a day, takes you out to dinner, makes plans with you for the day, wants to spend time with you. I call it adult dating, like that. We're both adults. You know how to pick up the phone. You know how to make plans with me, and we're doing adult dating things. So somebody who really just wants to get to know you and get this thing started. Now I'm asking over here on the side, what about the soulmate energy? It could be feeling like I feel like this is a great connection, but I want to confirm it. I want to know that this is going to be a great connection by spending time with you. Let's get some letters. Let's get some clues. Let's see what they have. They're very loyal. I do believe that. Okay. They are very open to their emotions, I felt, with that king, right? So the last thing they want to do is enter into a relationship that is a conflict with anybody else, or that they would be hurting somebody else. So this is not a cheater. This is not somebody who would ever think along those lines. This is not somebody who's connected to anybody else. They're available. I love available. Thank you, Spirit. I love that they are ready to enter into a relationship. They just want to go through all the phases. They want to go through the dating stage, right? So I could have slim. I have the letter H. They're loyal. I like loyal. I want loyal. That's good. I have short. Okay. People always freak out when they get short, but maybe they're shorter than what you thought. Maybe you always dated somebody well over 6 feet or 6 feet, and this guy's, or, they're 5'10", or you're a man and this girl that you just met is, I don't know, a tiny little thing, petite little thing, like, so you never know. So I have short and tall. What they're saying is that there's a discrepancy of height, like maybe there's a big difference. Maybe there's a big difference in height. I don't think it matters. I don't think height even matters. So, but some people have it in their head. I always saw myself with somebody tall, and then they're not as tall as you thought. But you don't get to decide who you fall in love with. There you go. I have the letter R. Spirit decides. I have a Y. I have a K. They could have a piercing. Trustworthy and loyal. Yeah, Spirit wants to make that clear to you that whoever they're sending you is worthy of you, that they're deserving of you. Something about their ear, maybe it's the piercing, maybe that they have, like one earring or something like that. I have the letter I have an O, I have a Z, I have a U, a W, lots of letters. Let's just get a couple more of these. So lots of letters. I have an X. You've got like X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. They're very independent. They're very independent. They're a king. They're a king of cups. They're an emperor. No surprise there with the independence. There's a little bit of push-pull in the beginning with scheduling or availability or working around somebody's schedule. So there could be a little bit of that going on, because maybe they're, I hate to say set in their ways, but, if they've been alone for a while, they get a routine, and people don't like to interrupt their schedule, even if it is trying to date somebody new. They try to work around, their schedule, their routine. So it could be as simple as that. I have in the distant future. I don't know. That part that came into me, not that you're not going to meet this person right now, but possibly a formal commitment. This is the type of person who would like to be with somebody maybe for a couple of years, know that it's consistent, know that it's they feel really confident about it. Maybe you live together for a little while, a year or two, and then maybe bigger plans are in the future, if we take it to that next level of some kind of formal commitment. So it doesn't mean it wouldn't happen, but this person's going to be a lot more kind of logistically thinking things through, like they're a planner and they have things like in their head, like I like to date 11:11 on the clock when I'm recording this. I like to date somebody. I'd like to live with somebody first, and then I'd like to see if I would get married. Like they have kind of this like thing in their head of how their own life would unfold as far as a commitment to somebody else. So that's okay. That happens. 2 to 3 years. They may say, if this all goes well, I could see us getting married in a few years. Like that's a more realistic thing that somebody would say, right? So they're a logical thinker. Okay. They're not going to jump into anything. After a big change in their life, they may be coming out of another relationship. Maybe they're not ready to jump into a formal commitment, but they want to date somebody and they want somebody in their life. And they weren't expecting to meet their soulmate. They weren't expecting to fall in love with somebody, but it could be after. That happens a lot, like I was not expecting to meet somebody so soon. You'll hear something like that. So don't be surprised at that. This person may be coming into your life in the next 5 to 6 months. It's not that far away. 4 to 5 years. So we've got some time here. Now, 2 to 3 years, 4 to 5 years, how that is coming into me, for those of you that would like to have a family, it's almost like I could see us being married in a few years from now. And then I could see like a year or two after that having a child. Like that's kind of how it came into me. This person's a planner. I'm telling you right now, this person planned their education, where they're going to work, when they bought a house. They're a saver. Like they are a planner. They think things through. They're probably very goal orientated. They probably achieve all the goals that they set for themselves. Those are all good, great qualities in somebody. But they're not flying by the seat of their pants. I'm telling you right now. They've got something in their head of, I always saw myself having children in this age bracket or by this age, something like that. So this person has a very distinct timeline in their own head. Hopefully they'll share it with you, but you could have that same kind of timeline. Like I'd like to have a child in the next few years, or I would like to be married in the next few years. So something like that could be going on with both of you. Let's see what else we have. These are numbers. So I have the number 10, in less than 24 hours. If you meet this person in less than 24 hours, you let me know. You say, that's psychic on YouTube. She's amazing. That would be fun, right? That would be fun. But I always see cards like that as just this ray of hope, right? Just this burst of energy, of spirit reminding you that it's any day now, like if it's not today, it's tomorrow, So I always see those kinds of cards as that. Although January is tomorrow from when I'm recording this. And maybe this person is coming into our energy in January. That would be super exciting. I have Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe we'll be together for the holidays for next year. March, like we're January, March. We're, it's almost like these holidays, right? St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving. I have the number 21. Valentine's Day. Like, yeah, we're just kind of going through like all these holidays together, so what that's really telling me, well, one, I love the big, huge diamond ring. I mean, is this my soulmate? I mean, is this my soulmate that I'm going to marry someday? Is that what Spirit's trying to tell us? But it was before that, it was the sense of we meet, we are getting to know each other. We're in this dating. And then all of a sudden we start to realize we're going through all these holidays together. We're celebrating Valentine's Day first, and then St. Patrick's Day, and 4th of July, and yada yada, right? So it's a sense of our lives start melding together, and we start to come together as this couple. And over a period of time, we're realizing that, what, we're kind of going through all these holidays together, and it's kind of fun, because life goes on, the year goes by, and we're having a good time and we're staying together is how I feel. So let's get some charms. Now, these are clarifier charms, and they're just kind of images. So we'll see what they say. And then this is just a little mini tarot deck. Let's get the flipper. I have a 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. I have a Judgment. Beautiful. And I have a Knight of Cups. This person's not going to give up on this connection. Okay. It's probably I've been searching for you, been waiting for you. I have incredible feelings for you. I do feel like they're a very strong personality. So I don't think that they're going to be afraid to share their feelings. So I do feel like it's a little bit of a sent from above feeling, heaven sent relationship. But I also feel like they're willing to put in the hard work that it takes to be in a committed relationship, that they know that relationships are, it's a give and take, Spirit just said. So that initial thing that we had with this back and forth, I think that they kind of calmed down and realized, like, I've got to do my part. I've got to do my part. I've got to be available to this person when they're available. I have to be more flexible, so I do feel like this person's really good at a lot of give and take. I think that's probably one of their best qualities. Maybe because they're such a planner, maybe because they want things to work out this time. Maybe it's, they want to have a successful relationship, Spirit saying. Let's get some of these. All right, so I have luck is on my side. I have luck is on my side. I like that. Good luck. Okay. I do want to flip this over. Let's see what this says. I have a rain cloud, number 37. I mean, we've all had hurts, right? I don't think that they're struggling with who they are or healing or anything else, but it's made them stronger, whatever they went through. If they had a relationship that ended, okay, it made them stronger. It made them more grateful for what is being put in front of them. And maybe they're a little bit, it could be that they're just older and wiser and they've learned lessons from past relationships, but they, I guess, are a lot more on board. I guess they're a lot more attentive to what it takes to be in a good relationship. So whoever this was, whoever broke their heart, did you a favor because they're going to try harder this time. They want to be in a successful relationship, is what Spirit's saying. Okay. So this is somebody's going to work really hard at being in a relationship. They may be Jewish. Maybe they're Jewish. I don't know. I have glasses. Maybe they wear glasses. Okay. Or contacts, something like that. I have the number 11, month of November. And I have this leaf, November leaves falling. We have that Thanksgiving feeling also. So that could be significant. Or maybe you guys live somewhere where there's just lots of leaves. Not everybody lives somewhere where these are like oak leaves. Maybe they have a home that has like big oak trees. And in the fall, the colors are gorgeous, something like that. Maybe there's some connection there. And then I have the number 4. I will tell you, this is coming into me that there's going to be 4 of us, whether it's children that we have together or 2 children, or that we have, children from a previous relationship, or even, as I don't want to say as silly as it sounds, that we have 2 dogs or 2 cats and we call ourselves a family of 4. Like this is how this came into me. Like I really feel like this is a family of 4. That's how it's coming into me. And it could be fur babies. It could even be fur babies for, maybe they're like, well, I have 2 dogs, and you end up in a relationship with this person and you guys just refer to, you got, the group of you as this is our little family, right? And that happens a lot. Let's see what else they say about my Aries. What else do we have for my Aries today, Spirit? A King of Swords. Yeah, they're going to speak their mind. They're willing to work hard, is how I feel. Whoever hurt them in the past, whatever hurt they had in the past, that person did you a huge favor, because they definitely learned from that experience. Okay, maybe they know what their part in it was, or what they could have done differently, or how they could have been a better person, and they're going to take that and bring that into this relationship. So it's all good. It's all good. I have a 9 of Wands. They want to try again. 9 of Wands says to me, I want to try again. They want to try again, but this time they want it to be successful. I have a 7 of Cups. They probably have dated a lot of different people. They probably have been out talking to different people. Don't let that discourage you. I would say that's in the normal realm. I would want somebody who has been in contact with different people. But they're going to choose you. Okay. They're narrowing it down. Look at it's like I'm getting in close. I've done a lot of work in this area of my life. I've dated a lot of people. Maybe they say, I just haven't met anybody just like you. I've been looking. You can see he's kind of like looking intently. He's been working hard at finding the right one. And you could be finding the right one. I have a Devil. I don't know. There could be something from their background that they had to change, bad habits, like a person who got married really young and they were foolish and they were, at a different stage in their life and they're not really proud of the things that they did when they were younger. You know, maybe something like that will come out of the woodwork, but that's not who you're falling in love with today. They've learned from those lessons. I have a 9 of Swords. That's a little bit of a going all the way back to the feeling of, I don't want everybody to know just yet. Okay. There is a little bit of a, I don't know. They keep it close to their chest. And I don't know why. Maybe there's a child involved. Sometimes when people have a child, they don't want to introduce the new person in that child's life until they know that it's real, right? So there could be something like that going on behind the scenes. Like, I'll let you meet my family when I know that we're definitely going to stay together and we're definitely going to be an item. Okay. There could be a little bit of that. But I do feel like it is, I don't know, this just came into me as like they made up their mind, you know, like I just feel like I'm supposed to be in your life, or I just feel like God is rewarding me, literally. You know, see, she's got like this statue, but judgment is kind of, I'm feeling the gifts that God wants for me, and you're one of them. Okay. So I do feel like they're seeing it clearly. They know the truth. They can feel the difference in this connection than any other. I do feel that as well. I have a Magician. That's coming into me as they want to make this happen. They want to put their best foot forward. I do feel like they're going to be all in. I do feel like they are going to try to make you fall in love with them. I don't think you're going to have to work very hard if this is a soulmate connection, but I think they're going to go out of their way to make sure you're falling in love with them. Okay. You know, there's a little bit of insecurity, like, are you going to pick me? Pick me. But they want to put the time into you. A little bit of insecurity. Maybe there's that hurt from the past, but they're willing to put the time. Everything about this person is a planner. They think logically. They're thinking ahead. They're thinking about their future. They don't want to make a mistake is big for them. So they want to choose wisely, and they're picking you. So that's important. They want to give you everything with that 6 of Pentacles and a 7 of Pentacles. Like, let's see where this goes, right? Let's see where this goes is that 6. So I think that once this person has kind of made the connection that this is different than other people that they've dated casually, that there's a better connection here, that I'm more in tune with you, I'm more in alignment with you, we want the same thing. I am ready to start a new journey and start this whole new circle of life here with the world. The world just opens me up to the possibility of, starting this incredible, new phase of my life, really. Let's get some love messages. Let's see what the love message. These are handwritten love messages. These just channeled messages from me. I want you. They could be very attracted to you. I want you, right? I don't even know if it's so much sexually. It's like, I want you in my life, I want you in my life. I feel like, I love our friendship, or I like our conversations, or I like our time together. So that didn't even necessarily come into me as sexual. It could be sexual too, but it was more like, I just want you in my life. I just appreciate you is how it's coming into me. I loved you from the moment I saw you. Now that would be a true soulmate connection, right? I mean, that would be I recognized you. I've been searching for you. I've been waiting for you. And then here you are, you appear. So that's gorgeous. I can't believe how I feel when I am with you. Yeah, I want you. I want you in my life because you make me feel good. You make me feel good about myself. You make me a better person. You make me want to try harder. You make me want to have a successful relationship. I mean, this person's just got it all together. I got to tell you. I mean, this is the kind of person that you want to be in a relationship with because they want to make it work. They really do. You are the love of my life. I do feel that. I do feel like this is going to be a once in a lifetime love. I do. There's no one else. I only want you. They're not a cheater. They are not interested in other people. They are going to be committed to one person. You know, it's like Spirit just said they don't have time for that. They don't. They're having a hard enough time getting this relationship going and putting time into this relationship. It's like they can't juggle more than one relationship at a time. It's almost like that might be a funny joke between the two of you. Like they'll say, I can't handle one woman, let alone two, you know, something like that. So it could be like a little bit of a joke between the two of you. So that was cute. Let's see. I've been checking out your social media. They want to know everything about you. I will be calling you soon. I like that. You know, almost the sense of I want to get this going, right? I think I will say that's a very I like the stages that it's going to go through because I feel like if it goes through the stages in the right order and the right way, I feel like you'll have everything that you want with this person. You know, like I feel like they treat you well. I feel like they want to enjoy the dating stage. They want to enjoy the falling in love, the newness stage. They'll enjoy the commitment stage. They'll enjoy if we get as far as marriage or children, they're going to love that stage, of course, you know. So I like the fact that we're kind of going through all these stages together. I think I've been thinking about what you've said, and your words mean something to me. So when you talk, whatever you say, they listen. That's what that just said to me. They listen, they hear you. I'm really attracted to you. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind with that. I want to hold you in my arms and I want to kiss you. So they want to make love to you. Very affectionate. Let's get a couple more of these. I'm thinking of calling or texting you right now. I love that. They're ready to start this journey. You know, like here's my night, right? So this night, I don't think this person's shy. I'm going to say it that way. So this isn't somebody who's going to be hesitant to reach out to you. They're probably going to be, you know, texting you, what are you doing? What are you doing now? All right. What are you doing later? You know, like they're probably one of those people that are kind of a little bit of a, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. So they're probably going to reach out to you soon. That's nice. I think this is it. I love you with all your heart, all my heart, right? So I'm ready. You know, when I want to start this journey, I want to start this new cycle of my life with you. I want to bring you into my world. You know, I want you to be a part of my world. And as we grow and learn about each other, I'm going to let you know that I love you with all of my heart. I love that. You know, that's what we want. You know, that is what we're searching for. So we're going to ask Spirit to bring this to you. But I do feel like it's a soulmate connection. And I feel like this person is going to work really, really hard to not only make themselves happy, but to make you happy, you know? And I think that they want a successful relationship. And that's half the battle right there, is that they want to be in a relationship that really works. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to make it work. So that is beautiful. So whoever, yeah, look at bottom of the deck. I feel you are my soulmate. You know, I do feel that. I mean, you know, is it, you know, my judgment comes into my life and, you know, it's the sense of my purpose, my calling, my path. What is it that Spirit has for me? And I feel like I'm I have it all with you if you're my soulmate, right? I have it all with you. So how beautiful. Let's ask Spirit to bring this to you now, my Aries. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.